everyone, welcome back. Okay, so today we're going to talk about equation of locus. Okay, this is under the topic of coordinate geometry. So let's have a look. So first locus in our discussion here is a moving point. Okay, let's take note of that. A moving point from a fixed point. Okay, so a moving point from a fixed point. That means if you notice here, A is fixed, okay, and P here is the moving point. So when you see that, this is actually forming a pathway, which is a circle, and we label them as locus of P or the movement of P. That's how we understand them. So to interpret them or to show them in an equation, please take note on how this is working. So because P is moving, hence the coordinate is moving, that's why they label this as X and Y. But A is constant, right? So A is fixed, so coordinate of A is very simple, X1, Y1. So you just have to apply them, put them into the formula, and that's it. And then R is, of course, the distance of P and A. So let's have a look at this question. So you see, find the equation of locus moving point P so that the distance from point A to point is P is 6 units. So that means your R is equals to 6 units and A's value, so X1 is equals to 4 and Y1 is equals to -3. So just put them into the formula and get it done. So always make sure when you put into the formula, this is very easy part to substitute and of course evaluate. But the main concern here is a lot of students get themselves mistaken is to solve them, and there will be some silly mistake going on. So please be careful when you open up the bracket and rearrange them. So opening up the bracket is fine. Okay, so what they do here is square both sides so that you remove the square root and then you solve them accordingly, then you rearrange them. So equation of the locus is as given as follows. So if you notice here, the right hand side is always 0. Why? Because they want to show the equation as a standard format. Okay, so this is locus of a fixed point to a moving point. How about moving point of two fixed point in constant? So now you'll be thinking, teacher, what are you talking? So if let's say there's two constant points, that is A and B. So both of them are fixed. Okay, and P is moving in a pathway. That means P is moving somewhere here, somewhere in between A and B. So this is locus P. Okay, and P is moving in such a way there's a common difference or distance here, let's say M and N. It's as simple as that. So the formula is the same, like finding two circular understanding, but now let's look at it in the application format. So let's see. So point P moves such that its distance from point S and point T is in a ratio. So I mean, they give you already M and N is given, which is 2 and 1. Coordinate of S and T, so that means our A here is given as 1 and 2. B here is given as 4 and -1. So substitute them accordingly. Okay, substitute them accordingly and solve. And yes, this topic will actually pull some nerves. Why? Because it's a further expansion and there's a lot of silly mistakes will happen because a lot of students are capable of solving it, it's just substituting and solving it. But a lot of students fail to do one thing, which is to do it correctly without any silly mistakes. So take things slow, relax, and solve it accordingly. Once you simplify them and make your right hand side equals to 0, your locus is found. It's as simple as that. Okay. Now, this is where another understanding applies. So like now earlier, we have a point where there's a ratio, right? Now, that ratio here, M to N, okay, is equals. When M and N is equals, hence PA over PB is equals to 1. Okay, so understanding is equals, just apply them, calculate them, it's done. So if you notice, let's see an example here. Okay, equation of a locus of a moving point Q this time, such that the distance from point A and point B are the same. So is literally just a further expansion of this formula, but it's more easier and more direct. Okay, so if you notice, that's why the equations are more simpler, and then just solve them. Again, avoid silly mistakes. This is where a lot of students will do silly mistakes. Try to avoid them and you get the final answer. And usually for this type of questions, the final answer is a linear line. Okay, because it is how it is how it's being calculated. Okay, this is all. When if you don't get a linear line, that means you're doing something wrong. When the 2 points are same equal distance accordingly. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Till next time, stay safe and have a good day. Bye bye.